In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a project tracker in Google Sheets using the fastest method available. Whether you're just opening the app for the first time or you're looking to polish your skills, I'll walk you through my personal process for getting the best results. Google Sheets has quietly become one of the most powerful tools for managing tasks and deadlines, and a solid project tracker can save you hours of manual work and keep your team on the same page. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Let's talk about why you're here. You want to track a project. Maybe it's a work initiative, a personal side hustle, or a team collaboration, and you don't want to spend all day building a spreadsheet from scratch. The good news is that Google Sheets now includes a native feature that builds a project tracker layout instantly. This is what I consider the fastest method, and it's perfect whether you're a complete beginner or a seasoned pro who just wants to get things done quickly. No formulas, no manual formatting, no guessing. Let's dive into the step-by-step process. First, open a blank spreadsheet at Google Sheets. If you're not already signed into your Google account, you'll need to do that first. It's free, and you probably already have one if you use Gmail or any other Google service. Once you're in, you'll see that familiar blank grid of cells. Don't be intimidated by the empty canvas. We're about to turn it into something really useful. Now, look up to the top menu bar. You'll see options like File, Edit, View, and so on. Click on Insert. This is where all the good stuff lives: charts, images, drawings, and, importantly, tables. After you click Insert, hover your cursor over the word Tables. A side menu will pop up with a few pre-built options. Google Sheets has done the hard work for us here, creating templates for common use cases like checklists, calendars, and the one we need, project tasks. Go ahead and select Project Tasks from that menu. When you click it, Google Sheets will instantly generate a formatted tracker right on your spreadsheet. It's almost magical. Within a second, you'll see a complete table with structured columns like task name, assigned to, status, priority, due date, and notes. It even includes drop-down menus for status and priority, plus smart date filters that let you sort by due dates without any extra setup. Now, let me explain why this is such a game changer. A common pitfall when building a project tracker manually is inconsistency. People type "in progress" in one cell, "in progress" in another, and "ongoing" somewhere else. That's a nightmare for sorting and filtering. The pre-built table solves this by giving you drop-down menus right out of the box. For the status column, you'll see options like Not Started, In Progress, and Complete. For priority, you'll get High, Medium, and Low. This not only keeps your data clean, but also makes it visual and scannable at a glance. And because it's a real table, not just a range of cells, Google Sheets treats it as a dynamic object. You can sort by any column, filter to show only high-priority tasks, or group by assignee, all without writing a single formula. Here's a best practice tip as you start populating your tracker. Take a moment to rename your columns to match your specific workflow. For example, if you prefer Owner instead of Assigned To, just double-click the header cell and type your own label. The drop-down menus and filters will still work because they're attached to the table structure, not the text. Also, you'll notice that the table automatically expands as you add more rows. If you type a new task in the row directly below the last entry, the table will grow to include it, keeping your formatting and drop-downs intact. This is a huge time saver compared to manually inserting new rows and reapplying formatting. Now, I want to talk about why this method is so effective for beginners. If you've ever tried to create a project tracker from scratch, you know how easy it is to get lost in details. Should you use conditional formatting? What about data validation for dropdowns? How do you make the dates sort correctly? By using the pre-built table, you skip all that technical overhead. Google Sheets handles the heavy lifting. You get a professional polished tracker in seconds, and you can start adding your actual project data immediately. And if you ever want to customize further, say add a column for estimated hours or a checkbox for completion, you can simply insert a new column into the table and it will still behave as part of the structured dataset. Let me give you a quick real-world example of how you might use this. Imagine you're managing a website redesign project. You can list each task like Update Homepage Banner, assign it to a team member, set the status to In Progress, mark priority as high, and set a due date. Later, you can filter the table to show only high-priority tasks assigned to you, so you know exactly what to tackle first. The date filters let you view tasks due this week or overdue items. It's like having a mini project management dashboard inside your spreadsheet, but without any of the complexity. So to recap what you've accomplished, you've created a fully functional project tracker in Google Sheets using the built-in tables feature. You started with a blank spreadsheet, clicked Insert, hovered over tables, selected project tasks, and in an instant you had a formatted tracker with drop-down menus and date filters. This tracker will keep your projects organized, your data consistent, and your team aligned. As a next step, I recommend playing around with the filter buttons that automatically appear in each header cell. Try sorting by due date to see upcoming deadlines, or filter by priority to focus on what's most critical. If you want to take it further, you can explore Google Sheets conditional formatting to color code rows based on status, or even share the sheet with collaborators so everyone can update their own tasks. Thanks for sticking with me. If you found this helpful, save it for later or revisit the steps anytime you need a new tracker. I'll see you in the next one.